Hey Dave, why do you wear so much pink? That's the question I get probably more often than any other question as I travel around the country and travel around the world. So here is at least a little bit of the answer to that question. I have three daughters. I live in a house of all women and they are gradually trying to turn me into a woman. Three daughters, they're 18, 16, and 13. Those are weird names, but we really like them. And one of the things I've realized living around all the women is they want me to be just like them. And I remember the first time it happened, I was about to take a shower. I noticed there was no soap in the shower. I asked my wife, do we have any extra soap? And she said, no, we don't, but here's a loofah sponge and some body wash. And at that point, I had a decision to make. Was I going to be a man or was I going to be clean? And when I chose to be clean, my journey to womanhood began because it wasn't just any body wash, it was exfoliating body wash. And it wasn't just exfoliating body wash, it was from Bath and Body Works. It's called warm vanilla sugar. And I don't know about you, but I grew up in a household where they taught me that it was wrong to be in the shower all by yourself getting some sugar, but it felt so right. So I decided if they were going to try to turn me into a woman, I was going to fight back, turn them into men. And I had a success the other day. I was sitting on the couch with my daughter and she was all the way on the other end of the couch on her iPad and she came over, sat down on my lap, and I thought, oh, this is beautiful little snuggle time with my daughter. But after 2 seconds, she's off my lap and she's not even next to me anymore. She's all the way on the other end of the couch and I was disappointed. I was like, hey, what's the deal? Why? I thought we were going to have some snuggle time. And she looked up from her iPad and she said, I farted on you. And that's when I knew I was making a difference. That's when I knew my life mattered. And that's how it started. The pink started just as telling these silly stories about I'm turning into a woman, and so I started wearing pink shirt, and then I got bold and got some pink shoes, and that worked well, so I got some pink pants, and then people started giving me gifts at speeches, like when I spoke to the Texas Convention and Visitors Bureau Conference, and they gave me this gigantic pink cowboy hat. I'm 7 feet tall when I wear this cowboy hat, and when I go to do presentations like this one in Buffalo, I get pink shirts oftentimes for that place, and I wear it on stage to show them I'm on their team, and then people tell me about things like this Build-A-Bear T-Rex that's pink, and he's even got a pink Milwaukee Brewers jersey because I'm from Wisconsin, and that's the second reason. I started it just because I was being silly and I was trying to be funny and I was just trying to lighten things up. But then everybody started asking me, why do you wear so much pink? And wouldn't it be awesome if whatever your business was, people couldn't stop asking you, hey, what are you up to, right? And that's what people do with me. Because I'm willing to do something unusual, because I'm willing to do something different, because I'm willing to stand out and do something specifically so much pink that most men wouldn't do, it's different enough that people have to ask me about it. And whatever business you're in, think about that. If you're self-employed, you're trying to sell something, you're trying to market something, what are we doing with marketing and ad dollars? We're trying to get people's attention. Well, what if just the way you lived your life got people's attention? What if you're willing to do something that went against the grain, that was the opposite of what most people think people like you should do or people do? How would that get people's attention? And that's what the pink's been able to do for me. And it takes a little bit of courage to go beyond the boundaries of what most people think is normal, what most people think is good, what most people think is acceptable. But when you do that, it gets people's attention. They have to know, why are you doing that? Why are you standing out? Why are you being unusual? And so that's my challenge for you today in today's Bed Talk. What can you do that would cause people to ask you, what do you do? What could you do that would cause people to ask you, what do you do? Probably even when you first saw the thumbnail for this, you might have clicked on it because you're like, wait, there's a T-Rex, a pink T-Rex, and a guy in a pink cowboy hat. I got to know what's going on there, right? I'm not a marketing genius. It didn't start off that way. It started off being silly. It started off being a joke. It started off being a funny story, but then it turned into something real, and people know me. People remember me. In a world of people who look like me and act like me and talk like me, I get remembered. My message gets shared. People don't forget about me because I'm willing to do something unusual. Are you going far enough? What could you do to get other people to ask you what you do? Remember, this is Bed Talks. Anyone can record a Bed Talk. We'd love to hear what you want to share. Record it, share it, send it to me, and I'll pass it along to everyone I know. Have a great day.